Good morning, swim families. Welcome back to Pods for day 3 of the BGSC Championship Series trials and finals. A little bit of a fog here in the building at Pods. Don't know if you can see it over the camera, but it's starting to lift a little bit here. Looking forward to another spectacular, exciting day of racing here. As always, I am your host, cameraman, producer, key grip, sound guy, editor, you name it, Jeremy Abreu. Appreciate all of you taking the time to join us here. We only have about 15 people so far. I suspect that number is going to jump exponentially in the next few minutes here as we get closer to our start time. I believe our start time is officially 8:25. As I always do, quick audio video check. Who's out there? 14 people. Let me know you can hear me. You see the scoreboard okay? Oh, no, you can't see. Oh, no, you can see the scoreboard. I have it on. Always like to do a little sound check to make sure everything is good. And folks, I'm going to ask you to bear with my voice today. I typically, you would think I am used to doing these meets, and I am completely. Yesterday was the longest I have ever continuously talked. My family would probably dispute that, but yesterday was a long day. So the voice could be a little scratchy at times this morning. And if it is, I apologize. Fortunately, I got this nice little mute button here for myself. So if I need to cough or clear my throat, I'll be able to do that without doing it in your ear. So, apologize in advance if that happens. James Green, appreciate the comments. You're very welcome. Thank you. Kim Kornacki, always on the broadcast. Kim, it's funny, I remember when I first met you a few years ago at Brown, and Ryan has grown exponentially. I was looking at him yesterday, and I was like, wow, a couple of years ago, this guy, it's like a young man now. So Ryan's been doing a great job. Thanks for joining in to the broadcast, Kim. Sandra Smith in the house. So Sandra Smith, Mateo Smith's mom. Mateo had a very good day yesterday. I believe he was the winner of the 200 fly last night. I see Sandra's husband, Jeff, in the timer waiting area outside here today, so Jeff will be timing. So we have a fun day lined up again. So we're going to start off with the girls 13 and over 200-yard freestyle, 6 heats. Once again, this is circle seated. Fastest swimmer in the last heat, second fastest in the second to last heat, third fastest, third to last heat, so on and so forth. I think everybody knows about circle seating, although, quite frankly, I had always heard the term, and I would usually just nod my head when someone said circle seated. I'd be like, oh, yeah, of course, circle seated. I had no clue what it meant. So recently figured that out, which was pretty good. Timers are lined up. I'm going to give the timers there. So I see Jeff Richards out there, Diane Kavik, Mike Kavik, Pavel Figet Kosarev. We got Jeff Smith. So we got our full complement of timers again. Appreciate all of you timing here today. So it's funny because typically nobody wants to time, right? Let's think about it. Nobody, timing is the dreaded volunteer job. I mean, I'm sure there's some of you that don't mind it, but I don't think anybody likes timing. Um, and now in this type of environment, where if you time, you actually get to get in the building and see your kid swim. I think the list is crazy long for timing. So funny how things change. Funny how COVID has impacted everything we do. We hope that's coming to an end very shortly in getting back to a somewhat normal environment. We're up to 40 people, so good morning for those of you just joining us here. Day 3, BGSC Trials Finals. Third and final day. This is a good wrap up to our short course season. Swimmers will get right into long course next week, not next year, next week. Additional timers that I did not recognize: Al Lopes, Kristen Cartwright. Jenny Eady, last day, fastest day. All right, Jenny, I hope so. I hope so. For Joey and Jack, I'm sure it will be. Oh, we get a little chair going on. Oh, sorry, guys. Tried to get you that chair, but it was so quick. I missed it. So again, we have Gators North, Gators Seacon Crimson. We have Atlantis Aquatics here from Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Very happy to have them joining us. It's the first team outside of Gators and Crimson that we've really seen in a year. So very good to have another team in the building. More swimmers to compete against, for sure. So we're up to almost 50 people. We need to break, today I'm hoping one of the sessions we break 150. So we were up to 130 something for a couple sessions yesterday. I believe the finals last night we were over 130, which was great. So the more recognition that these swimmers can get, and as I think about the future of the live stream, I think about all the things that it can be beneficial towards, right? As these kids continue to swim, they want to swim in college, we can proactively make sure that, these college coaches have the link to the meets. So maybe if a coach can't make a recruiting trip in person, they can tune into the live stream. So I think this is going to have huge benefits in the future. Let's make sure that our leadership on Gators knows that, and I'm pretty sure they do. I think there's a plan to keep this thing going even when things return to normal. But please, when you get that opportunity to let Ray, Caitlin know, please do, because I have a lot of big plans for what I'd like to do with this thing to make it even bigger and better, and definitely looking forward to it. So swimmers are getting to the blocks here. 51 people on. This will be heat 1. Crowded deck again today. So heat 1, 200 free. So we have Nina Lane in lane 3, Langland Currajam in 4. Both Gators. We're off here. Day 3, trials, finals, 200 freestyle, 6 heats here. So for those of you who didn't hear yesterday, I had my first live interview of a swimmer during the meet. So I interviewed Ben Woodsmall, who is how old is Ben? 10? 9, 10? We did a live air interview, and it went awesome. So that's one thing that I'd like to incorporate into future meets. Maybe once we start long course season, I do have another microphone. I am going to get a headset microphone like I have so the person can hear me a little bit easier. But I think it would be a great thing to learn a little more from our swimmers, right? So you talk to your top qualifiers after one of their prelim swims, and you get their mindset, right? You know, how did you approach this prelim swim? You know, what was your strategy for this? What will be your strategy tonight in the finals? I think getting some insight into that stuff will be great for all of us to hear, and to really enable our swimmers to be able to bring some of their personality to the forefront here. So Nina Lane in lane 3. She's continuing to motor on. She's got a 50 left. So my good friend Yvonne Rogers checking in. Yvonne, I sent you a message this morning. Thank you very much. Yvonne's husband Larry is over at the far end of the pool, officiating for us here this morning. Yvonne is hopefully at home, sitting on the couch, cup of coffee, relaxing, about to watch Madison. So Nina Lane in lane 3 will be your winner here, 2:29.01 her time. Langland Kurjam will finish in a 2:35.99. So first heat out of the way, folks. Nina Lane, your winner, 2:29.01. First heat of the girls 13 and over 200 free. Good morning, Stanley Kaiser. What's happening, my friend? Glad that you're joining us here today. So yeah, those are some of the things that I think about in terms of how I can make this better. I'd love to do some athlete interviews. I would love to do so I'd love to do some athlete interviews. All right, we're ready to go. Heat 2. Abigail Ellison in lane 1. Michaela Rutledge in 2. Alexandra Nichols in lane 3. She's from Atlantis up in Portsmouth. Wayla Van Nostrand in lane 4. And Lily Jonkis in lane 5. So Van Nostrand from Crimson. Jonkis from Gators. So those are the things that I think about in terms of how we can make this thing better. You know, of course, when we get to Seekonk and then when we get back to Brown, potentially that'll open up some additional opportunities from a technology standpoint. So in terms of, you know, I got 2 cameras going now. You know, it would be great to have a different angle of the pool, perhaps up above. That's probably not going to happen. Maybe one at the far end of the pool. But we'll figure that out as we go along. But I think we're just going to have a lot of different opportunities. Again, we talked about it last meet. I'd like to get, and I know Caitlin has already agreed to do this. I'd like to actually get Caitlin mic'd up during a session, and she has agreed to do that. So again, that's a technology thing. Got to purchase a you know, like a wireless mic receiver type thing. So I have a lot of big plans for the live stream as we move forward, and looking forward to it. So Nichols in 3, Van Nostrand in 4. They're battling it out here. Alexandra Nichols from Atlantis Aquatics. So they're in their final 25 here. Van Nostrand pushing the pace a little bit here. Nichols is at the flags, and it will be Alexandra Nichols taking heat 2. 2:17.62 for Nichols, 2:18.95 for Van Nostrand. Touching third will be Jonkis, 2:25.35. So 1, 2, 3, Nichols, Van Nostrand, Jonkis. 75 people on the live stream, so good morning to those of you who have just joined. Heat 3 is being called up to the blocks here today. I see Ginger Berry's name coming up. Had a good conversation with Julie Berry, her mother, this morning outside. She was getting some laps in with her brother Rod from out of state. So good to see Julie. Actually, you know, it's funny too with the masks. Sometimes you don't even recognize people. So Julie says hi to me. And at first I had no idea who it was. Then she dropped her mask a bit. I said, oh, Julie. Victoria Zhang from Gators in 1. Olivia Levitsky from Atlantis in 2. Bella Newbern in 3. Chloe Song in 4. Charlotte Friedman in 5. And Charlotte Kaiser in 6. So all Gators except for Levitsky. Levitsky's in lane 2. This is heat 3 of the 200 free here this morning. For your viewing orientation, if you didn't know, lane 1 is at the top of the screen. Lane 6 closest to the camera position here. A little different weather day here at Pods today. So yesterday, very bright, sunny day. Very warm, seasonably mild. A little cooler today, very overcast. This type of day actually plays a little bit better on TV because there's less glare, or I say TV, on streaming. Definitely less glare. So as we take a look at these swimmers after the 100, tightly bunched up here. Bella Newbern leading the way in lane 3. Of course, again, trials finals day, so we'll be back tonight or later this afternoon around 4:30 time for the finals. So you see Bella Newbern continues to lead the way. So her lead over Song is a little less than 2 seconds. So Chloe Song in lane 4. Olivia Levitsky in lane 3. They're battling it out potentially for first, but potentially for second. Newbern continues to look strong here in her final 25. So I think it will be Bella Newbern cruising into first. Levitsky and Song battling for second. Let's see who touches first. I think it's going to be Levitsky, and it is. So Newbern with a 2:10.02. Levitsky a 2:12.78. Song a 2:13.46. Those are your top 3. Congratulations to Bella, Olivia, and Chloe. 1, 2, 3 in that order. Tracy Mahoney checking in. Good morning, Tracy. Good luck to Maggie this morning. Atlantis coaching staff checking in. So thank you for the kind words. Like I said, we are thrilled to have Atlantis here with us this weekend. Again, seeing some new faces, seeing some fresh swimmers, seeing good swimmers like Olivia Levitsky there, who came in second in that heat. So it's good to see. Good to see. So you're very welcome, and we appreciate you. All right, so we're going to move on to heat 4. Have a couple Crimson swimmers. We'll get to these lane assignments in 1 second. Lane 1, Madison Stearns from Crimson. Lane 2, Julia Pelchat from Gators. Lane 3, Courtney Bogosian from Gators. Lane 4, Claire Carroll from Crimson. Lane 5, Maggie Mahoney from Gators. And lane 6, Sarah Pescod from Gators. So Stearns and Carroll, the 2 Crimson swimmers, lanes 1 and 4, and it's Bogosian out in front. So Courtney Bogosian had a big day yesterday. I believe it was the 100 breast, or maybe it was the 200, but she had a 500th of a second first place seed in the prelims over Maggie Mahoney. And then those two battled it out in the nightcap in the finals. It was Bogosian by 4/100ths of a second. So good swimming by Courtney. Her sister Grace also having a good day yesterday, and it's Bogosian in the lead here. So 57.78 for Bogosian after 100. Claire Carroll in second, Julia Pelchat in third. So Bogosian keeps her lead here in lane 3. So Claire Carroll's right on her hip. Claire Carroll, another swimmer, has had a great weekend so far, but it's really Bogosian and Carroll who have separated from the pack. This is going to be an interesting final 25 here. Bogosian has led all way here. Claire Carroll from Crimson making a late push here in lane 4. They're at the flags. It's going to be a photo finish, and it will be Claire Carroll overtaking Bogosian in the last 3 or 4 yards or so. Both great times. So Carroll clocks a 2:00.61, Bogosian a 2:00.80. Julia Pelchat in third at 2:07.46. So Carroll, Bogosian, Pelchat, 1, 2, 3 in that order. Great swims there. Thank you, Tiernan Bogosian. So Courtney and Grace's mom chiming in on the live chat. Appreciate the comments. Yeah, Tiernan, it's not always easy maintaining this, keeping it interesting. There's always a lot of time to fill in swimming. You can only talk about touching walls and pushing off so much, right? So appreciate the comments for sure. So we are moving into heat number 5, heat 5 of 6 coming up here. Maggie Holland from Gators in 1, Paige Meller from Crimson in 2, Olivia Clipville from Gators in 3, Jay Lapina from Gators in 4, Avery Brown from Gators in 5, and Ava Bradshaw from Crimson in lane 6. So Jay Lapina out very quick. We saw Pina yesterday having some great success in the breaststroke events and IM. So I mentioned yesterday, Pina will be part of the Cabo Verde Olympic team swimming for the first time in Tokyo this summer. So it was supposed to happen last year. It was going to be Jayla, her brother Troy, and her sister LaTroya. Olympics get canceled, obviously, because of COVID. Jayla will still be going this year with Troy. Troy with us here this morning, currently in the Rhode Island Municipal Police Academy as a recruit for the town of South Kingstown. So we're all very proud of Troy and his accomplishments. LaTroya, Jayla's sister, down in grad school, pre-med at Howard University down in DC. So when you're watching the Olympics this summer, keep an eye out for Cabo Verde. You'll likely see Jay Lapina tearing it up out in Tokyo. So Pina's leading the way here. She'll take the prelim number 5, 1:59.07. Paige Meller from Crimson clocks a 2:01.64. Third place will go to Olivia Clipfell, 2:06.48, but it is Pina under 2 minutes here, 1:59.07. So Jayla came in with the second fastest qualifying time, 1:56.85. A little off that, but it's prelims. We've You know, one of the things that always sticks out to me is you think these kids are ramping it up in prelims, but until you see the finals, there were many 3, 4, 5, 6 second drops in the finals last night. So from prelims to finals, kids were dropping 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds off their times. So I think, you know, the typical strategy is not to give it your all this morning, but you want to have a good time. You want to flush the body out, get a good lane for tonight. So moving on to heat 6 here, folks. This will be our final heat of the girls 13 and over free. It will feature in lane 1 from Crimson, Maggie Taplin, and 2 from Gators, Ginger Berry. Lane 3 is open. Grace Nardozzi from Crimson in lane 4, Savannah Lombardi from Gators in lane 5, and Vivian Wiener from Gators in lane 6. So had a good conversation yesterday also with Maggie Taplin in lane 1. So she's from Crimson. Also a swimmer for Narragansett High School here in Rhode Island. They were division champs this year, so I get to call a couple of those swim meets for them, including the championship. So she tells me that her parents tune in all the time. So Mr. and Mrs. Taplin, appreciate you joining us here. So Grace Nardozzi from Crimson leading the way here in lane 4. Ginger Berry not far behind in lane 2. So it is Nardozzi, Berry, and Savannah Lombardi. 1, 2, 3 here. Lombardi with a slight lead on Taplin in lane 1 for that third position here. Philly in the house for Madison Rogers. The Rogers family is always well represented here. Love it. All over the country, all over the world. So Nardozzi's maintaining about a 2-second lead on Berry. Lombardi in third, so that hasn't changed. Nardozzi, Berry, Lombardi, 1, 2, 3. So Nardozzi has made the turn for home. She will be your winner here in heat 6. We'll get you her time. She's a 2:01.76. Berry will take second, 2:03.80. Savannah Lombardi will take third, 2:06.65. There we go. So Nardozzi, Berry, Lombardi, 1, 2, 3 in that order. That's a wrap on the girls 13 and over 200 freestyle. Once again, the top 6 will make it back to the finals tonight. So check Meet Mobile for those top 6. Top 6 make the finals. 7 and 8 will be alternates. Kristen Murray, who I presume to be from Atlantis, with some kind words on the live chat. Thank you, Kristen. Again, it's a pleasure to have Atlantis with us here today. All right, so BB Kavik also checking in for Nick Kavik. We got a lot of Kaviks in the house here. Mike and Diane timing in lane 1. Nick swimming today. So folks, event 43 coming up here. Boys 13 and over 200 freestyle. This will be heat 1 of 4. Only 2 swimmers in the water here for this one. Cole Snyder in 3. Brody Fahey's in lane 4. So we had a crimson scratch in lane 2. So 4 heats here for the boys. The fog appears to have lifted pretty much. Again, when I first got here this morning, 6:50 or so, there was some heavy fog in the pool. So there was a lot of fog. Neil, are you saying the volume's a little low? I can, that's on my end, so I can boost that a little bit. Let me know how that is. Always tough to tell because sometimes I get a little excited and the voice gets a little louder and I don't want to blast anyone out of their car. So let me know how that is in terms of volume. I just made a little bit of an adjustment there. I'm learning all these new audio video terms like clipping. I don't want my voice to clip. So in layman's terms, that just means you don't want to blow people out of their seats. So I tend to talk on the loud side, especially when I get excited. So try to keep that volume a little low. All right, better. That's better. I'm getting some good reports. All right, so we'll keep the volume right there. So in the pool here, Brody Fahey's is your leader from Crimson. He's in 4. He will take this opening heat of the boys 13 and over 200 freestyle. We'll get you his time in a second. Fahey's will go at 2:15.93. Snyder at 2:19.19. So that's a wrap on heat 1. We'll move on to heat 2 here. So heat 2, we will not have a full pool here, so we'll have a couple open lanes. All Gators coming up in heat number 2 here. Owen He in lane 1, Dan Brudney in 2, Mateo Smith in lane 3, Damian Figet Kosarev in lane 4, Ara Parsegian in lane 5. Lane 6 is open here, so 200 free on the boys' side. So Mateo Smith, your 50 leader, 25.68. Figet Kosarev was in second, Brudney in third. So Smith, one of the outstanding Gator swimmers, battling here with Damian Figet Kosarev. So less than a second separates them. Lanes 3 and 4, Smith with the black cap, gold letters. Figet Kosarev with the yellow cap, green letters. Lanes 3 and 4 here. Smith, a very strong freestyler, showing that today in the prelims. 123.61, 125.06 for Figet Kosarev. So Smith extending the lead a little bit there as the fog seems to roll back in to pods. So Smith has extended his lead. He will be the winner here in heat 2. We'll get you his time. He goes a 153 flat. Figet Kosarev a 154.41. Third place will be Dan Brudney, 158.37. So Smith, Figet Kosarev, Brudney, 1, 2, 3 in that order. That is heat 2. We will move on to heat 3 here momentarily. Again, no warm downs in the prelims. The finals last night, the swimmers were permitted to do a 50 cool down. No warm downs. For the prelims, though. Heat 3 coming up. We'll get to those lane assignments as soon as we jump off here. Christian Pereira from Crimson in lane 1. Zach Zabo from Crimson in 3. Jeffrey Kong in 4. Jack Eady in lane 5. So you saw Zach Zabo yesterday absolutely having an incredible day in the pool. Very, very fast 14-year-old from Crimson. He's out in front early here, right off the bat in lane 3. Also had a nice conversation with Zach a couple weeks ago. You know, that's one of the great things about doing something like this, right? I get to meet a lot of these swimmers that I normally wouldn't meet. Always very respectful, bunch of good group of young men and women on every team, right? All the way across the board here. And like I've said before, a lot of these swimmers will tell me that they will go home and at some point after the meet, they will watch the replay. You know, they want to hear their swimming and they like to hear the commentating about them. So always pretty cool for me to hear. So Zach Zabo continues his assault on the pool here today. He'll clock a really good prelim time, so we'll get you his time in a second. Zabo will go 1:53.23. Kong will come in second, 1:58.62. Edie a 2:03.50. 2:03.50 something. We got some broken pixels on the scoreboard here. So 2:03.5, call it 2. Can't tell for sure, but close enough there. Zach Zabo, your winner of Heat 3. 1:53.23. We'll move on to our final heat of the boys 200 freestyle, 13 and over. This heat will feature Crimson standout GK Lang. He comes in with the top time overall here, 1:46.97. So we also saw him win a couple events yesterday. So we'll get to those lane assignments shortly. Keith Hartman from Gators in 1. Ben Connors from Gators in 2. GK Lang from Crimson in 3. Alex Lopes from Gators in 4. Ryan Kornacki from Crimson in 5. Cormac Hughes from Gators in lane 6. So Lang and Lopes battling it out early here. It's Lopes at the turn, 25.84. Lang 26.15, Connors 27.27. So those are your top 3 after the 25. Long way to go here. But Alex Lopes out very fast. Another one of the standout Gator swimmers. So Lopes and Lang are literally stroke for stroke here. Middle of the pool, Lang with the crimson colored cap in lane 3, Lopes yellow cap in lane 4. It's Lang, 0.3 of a second, his lead right now over Lopes. So folks, they are stroke for stroke here. Lang with a great turn though in this final 25. Can Lopes catch him? It will be Lang and Lopes. 1-2, what's the order here? And it will be GK Lang, 153.36. Alex Lopes, 153.75. Ben Connors will take third, 159.33. So Lopes and Lang battled it out the whole way. 0.4 of a second separate them, but it was Lang taking first, Lopes second, Ben Connors third. So that's a wrap for the 2 free. We're going to move into the 100 butterfly next. Talk to you, Troy. So there's always a contingent of my hometown Gators team in front of the camera here. So there's not a lot of deck space at Pods, as I think most of you know, but I gotta figure out a way to kindly get people out of the way of lane 6. So we'll have to figure that out, and we certainly will. 105 people on the live stream. Appreciate everybody joining us here today. 100 Butterfly is next, event 44. This will be heat 1. Gabby Costello from Atlantis in lane 2. Amanda Abbott from Gators in lane 3. So we have 2 swimmers here. Costello, a 15-year-old swimmer from Atlantis Aquatics. Amanda Abbott, 15-year-old swimmer from Gators. So Costello leading the way here in lane 2 as she'll make her final turn. Again, Costello in 2, Abbott in lane 3. This is the opening heat of the girls 13 and over 100 butterfly. It will be Gabby Costello leading the way here. 1:18.33, Gabby's time. Amanda Abbott will take second in a 1:27.93. But it's Gabby Costello, 1:18.33 from Atlantis, taking our opening heat of the 100 fly. Move on to heat number 2. 6 heats here this morning. We do have a Madison Rogers alert here for all of our Rogers clan. Madison will be coming up here. She'll be in lane 2. Making her way to the blocks right now. Always easy to identify Madison in the water. Very long, curly hair. A lot of hair to put up under that swim cap. So always very recognizable in the water. This will be heat 2. Madison Rogers from Gators in 2. Paige Meller from Crimson in 3. Wayla Van Nostrand from Crimson in 4. Ellie Kudich from Gators in lane 5. So lanes 1 and 6 open here. Heat 2 of 6, 100 butterfly on the girls' side. It's Paige Meller out to the early lead here in lane 3. So she's out in a 30-41. Kudich in a 33-14. Van Nostrand 33-84. Rogers a 34-44. So Mello will make her turn for home here in lane 3. She'll cruise to a prelim victory here in heat number 2. We'll get to her time momentarily. Mello will finish it at 105.78. Ellie Kudich will take second, 112.09. Van Nostrand will clock a 114.06. Rogers a 116.08. So Paige Meller, 105.78 will take heat number 2 of 6. Girls 13 and over 100-yard butterfly. We'll move on to heat 3 here. Ladies are making their way to the blocks. Sarah Pescod from Gators in 1. Katie Rocha from Atlantis in 2. The rest are Gators. Lane 3, Charlotte Friedman. Lane 4, Emma Bell. Lane 5, Arushi Pant. And lane 6, Anya Rivera. So heat 3 of 6 here. Friedman comes in with the top time, 106.96. She's in lane 3. She's being pushed right now by Emma Bell in lane 4, and I think it will be Bell at the turn. Nope, it's Friedman. So Friedman 31.32, Bell 31.49. Rivera at the bottom of your screen in lane 6, 31.63 here. So those are your top 3 after the 50. Second fastest time coming in belonged to Emma Bell at a 108.28. So Bell and Friedman continue to lead the way here. Pant making a move in lane 5. Let's get the touchpad results, and it will be Charlotte Friedman, 107.85. Pant will take second, 108.02. Bell third, 108.40. So those are your top 3. Friedman, Pant, Bell, Pescod 4th, Rocha 5th, Rivera 6th. So that's a wrap on heat number 3. So we'll move on. Heat 4 of 6 forthcoming here. Heat 4 of 6, girls 100-yard butterfly. Vivian Wienert from Gators in 1, Claire Carroll from Crimson in 2, Eve Piazza from Crimson in lane 3, Mila Vuoltinaho from Gators in lane 4, Riley Plant from Crimson in 5, Angela Parasol from Gators in lane 6. So top time coming in belongs to Eve Piazza from Crimson, 59.36. So she's sub 1 minute here. She's out in a 28.25. Plant a 29.61. Carroll a 29.85. So those are your top 3 at the 50. making their turn for home. It is Eve Piazza from Crimson. She'll cruise to a victory here in heat number 4. So it will be Piazza, 102.05, followed by Riley Plant in lane 5, 103.43. Claire Carroll third, 103.67. So an all Crimson 1, 2, 3 there. Piazza, Plant, Carroll in that order. And that's a wrap on heat number 4. We'll move to heat 5. 6 heats here in the girls 13 and over 100 fly. So this will be heat number 5. All Gators in this heat. Swimmers seem to be ready. We may have an open lane. Sophia Wong in lane 1, Grace Bogosian in lane 2, Olivia Klipfel in lane 3, lane 4 is open, Ava Wong in 5, and Avery Brown in lane 6. Once again, all Gators here. Heat 5 of 6 here. Girls 13 and over 100 fly prelims. Pretty tight bunched group of swimmers here. Looks like it's going to be Grace Bogosian to the wall first in lane 2. It is. Bogosian a 29.21, Wong a 30.01, Sophia Wong a 30.01, Ava Wong a 30.23. So Bogosian, your leader at the 50. So Bogosian will cruise to victory here in heat number 5. She's in lane 2. We'll get you her time here. Good prelim for Grace. 102.19 for Bogosian. 104.56 for Sophia Wong in second. Klipfel will take third. 104.78, but it is Grace Bogosian, your winner of heat number 5. 102.19. So we'll move on to our 6th and final heat here for the girls 100 butterfly before we move over to the boys. Heat 6 making their way over to the blocks here. And we are just about ready to go here. Emma Richards from Gators in 1, Addison Abreu from Gators in 2, Sonia Mlakar from Gators in 3, Jocelyn Halsey from Gators in 4, Grace Nardozzi from Crimson in 5, Bella Newburn from Gators in lane 6. Sorry about the camera there. Trying to read and move the camera all at once. So it's Mlakar to the wall first, 28.94, Abreu 29.14, Halsey a 29.20. It was Halsey with a great turn there, though. She came in with a 59.81. Mlakar came in with a 58.13. So it will be Jocelyn Halsey in lane 4. She'll take the final heat here. Second will go to Addison Abreu, a 101.85. Third place will be Sonia Mlakar, a 102.36. So Halsey a 100.14. Abreu a 101.85, and Mlakar a 102.36. Those are your top three for the final heat of the girls. 13 and over 100 butterfly. We'll move over to the boys right now. So once again, check Meet Mobile for the top six. Top six will make the finals. Number 7 and 8 will be alternates. So check Meet Mobile. I'll probably have the finals participants list shortly. I don't have it now, though. So Meet Mobile will probably be updated before I get that list. 110 viewers, so appreciate everybody joining us here this morning for day 3 action. Lane 1, Evan Weiser from Crimson. Lane 2, Cole Snyder from Gators. Lane 3, Henry Frazier from Gators. Lane 4, Brody Faze from Crimson. And lane 5, Lucas Leonard from Gators. Lane 6 is open. So no swimmer in 6. It's Frazier out in front early in lane 3. So Frazier looking strong in 3. He's followed by Fahey's in 4. So they're well out in front of the next closest swimmer, which would be Snyder in lane 2. So Frazier will cruise to victory here in Heat 1. 110.74 for Frazier. Faze a 112.96 in lane 4. Snyder will take third at a 119.35, but it was Henry Frazier. 110.74 for our opening heat winner of the 100 butterfly. There will be 4 heats on the boys' side. So should be some really fast swimming coming up as well in our next 3 heats. Heat 2, we have 3 swimmers. Seed times under a minute. Kavik in a 59.34, Fang a 55.16, and Garrett Jones a 56.87. So they're coming up here in heat number 2. All Gators in lanes 1 through 4. Ara Parsegian in 1, Nick Havoc in 2, Harry Fang in 3, Garrett Jones in lane 4, Isaac Bowden in 5 from Crimson, and Jack Eady in lane 6 from Gators. Top time coming in, Harry Fang, 55.16, he's in 3. So I mentioned Jones, Fang, Kavik all came in with times under a minute. And it's no surprise, those are your 3 leaders here. Jones, Fang, Kavik in that order. Lanes 4, 3, and 2 respectively. Fang with some very strong underwaters here in lane 3. He's going to push Jones here. Not going to give Jones this prelim win here. Let's see who touches first, and it will be Fang. Harry Fang, 57.23. So Fang a 57.23, Jones a 57.53, Kavik a 59.51. So those are your top 3. I suspect we'll be watching them in the finals tonight. But it is Harry Fang taking Heat 2.
Boys, 13 and over 100 fly. I do notice a huge difference in the sound. So I have my mask pulled down right now, sounding 10,000 times better
than when the mask is over my mouth as it is now. But gotta follow the rules here, folks. Pretty soon I'll be able to lose this mask. So moving on to Heat 3 of 4. All Gators here. An all Gators Heat 3 will get you those lane assignments momentarily. Zach Dauphin in lane 1, Andrew Eng in 2, Zach Halsey in 3, Ryan Connors in 4, Jeffrey Kong in 5, Owen He in lane 6. So keep an eye on Halsey, Eng, and Connors. All coming in under a minute. Ryan Connors has been on absolute fire lately. In lane 4, it's Zach Halsey though. He came in with your top time, 53.63. And he has jumped out to a very early lead. So Halsey, Connors, Eng, 1, 2, 3 at the 50. So Halsey will cruise to victory here in Heat 3. The race will be for second between Eng, Connors, and it's Connors will take second. So Zach Halsey takes first, 53.25.
Ryan Connors will take second, 57.84. Andrew Eng third, 58.04. So those are your top three. That'll take us into our final preliminary heat
on the boys' side. Once again, we'll have three swimmers here also with sub 1 minute qualifying times. Addie Cole, Matthew Wang, and Alex Lopes. So we'll get you those lane assignments in a second here. Jacob Freeman in lane 1, Addie Cole in 2, Matthew Wang in 3, Alex Lopes in 4, Taj Webby in 5, and Christian Pereira from Crimson in lane 6. So all Gators lanes 1 through 5, Christian Pereira from Crimson in lane 6. We saw Matthew Wang with some outstanding performances yesterday. He's out in front today, 24.70 here at the 50. Followed by Cole, followed by Lopes. So Wang, Cole, Lopes, 1, 2, 3 in that order. Hate to call a race at the halfway point, folks, but it will be Matthew Wang here. Your Heat 4 winner. He will cruise to victory here. It looks like Cole will take second. So Wang will take first, 53.23. Cole will take second with a 56.87. Alex Lopes will take third, 59.68. So they came in, all three of them, under a minute. They're going out under a minute. And that'll set our stage for the finals tonight. So check Meet Mobile for your boys 13 and over
butterfly finals. That will take us to event number 46. Girls 13 and over 200-yard breaststroke. 3 heats in this one.
So 3 heats here for the girls, 13 and over 200 breaststroke. 4 swimmers will participate here in heat number 1. All Gators here. Lily Jonkis in lane 2, Grace Bogosian in lane 3, Victoria Zhang in lane 4, Sonia Warwick in lane 5. So opening heat, girls 13 and over 200 breaststroke. Bogosian and Zhang out in front in lanes 3 and 4 right now. Once again, lane 1 at the top of your screen, lane 6 toward the camera, closest position to the camera. So it's Bogosian out in a 36.07, Zhang in a 36.29, Jonkis a 39.09, Warwick a 42.21. So those are your 50 splits. So Bogosian continues to lead the way here in lane 3. Once again, Victoria Zhang in lane 4, about a body length behind. 100 split time for Bogosian of 1:16.04, Zhang a 1:18.47. Jonkis a 1:22.74. So those are your top 3 right now. Seems like the fog has lifted once again inside pods. It remains Bogosian, your leader, 157.09 at the 150 mark. Zhang a 2:03.03, Jonkis a 2:07.74. So those are your top 3. So Bogosian will cruise to victory here in heat number 1 of the girls 200 breaststroke. She's in lane 3. We'll get you her time momentarily here. So Bogosian goes at 2:38.30. So she's right on her best time. Zhang a 2:48.04. Lily Jonkis a 2:50.74. So those are your top 3. Sonia Warwick finishing up here in lane 5. Warwick will finish up in a 3:14.10. So once again, Grace Bogosian, your winner of heat 1, 2:38.30, her time. We'll move on to heat number 2. Well, you're very welcome, Eve Piazza. Appreciate the kind words in the live chat. You know, that's the... I had a parent this morning mention to me, and let me get you the lane assignments here first. So Emma Richards from Gators in 2, Savannah Lombardi from Gators in 3, Ava Bradshaw from Crimson in 4, Nina Lane from Gators in 5. So I had a parent say to me this morning, and I really took it as a compliment. You know, I hear you, Jeremy, talk about your daughters, Addison and Avery, and for the most part, I can't even tell that they're your kids because you know, you're so impartial. And that's definitely the hardest part, right? Because
At the meets, typically, I'm hooting and hollering, encouraging both of my girls on. And, you know, doing this, I try to be impartial, try to be informative. I just try and think. And it's really made me look at sports broadcasting a lot differently. Because I try and think, okay, if I'm sitting at home listening to someone broadcast, what do I want to hear? What are the pieces of information I want? What don't I care about? So that's how I try and approach all of our meets here. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. But appreciate the kind words, Eve. Thank you very much. We're glad that you're enjoying the live stream. So Savannah Lombardi in 3. She's at a 120.18. Ava Bradshaw right behind her, 120.98. Emma Richards in 3rd, 122.51 here. So those are your top 3. Right now, it looks like Bradshaw may have taken over the lead from Lombardi here in lane 4. So Bradshaw came in with a 243.75, Lombardi a 237.59. So it's Bradshaw with less than a second lead on Lombardi here. So we'll see how this final 50 plays out here. Will Lombardi catch her? Talented Gator swimmer in lane 3. So Lombardi 15, Bradshaw 14. They had the 2 top times coming in, and they are your 2 leaders vying for first place in this heat number 2 of 3. Lombardi making a late move here with about 12 yards to go. Will she catch Bradshaw here? They're at the flags, folks. This will be too close, and it will be Ava Bradshaw. 1/100th of a second ahead of Lombardi. So Bradshaw a 247.45, Lombardi a 247.46. 1/100th separates them. Emma Richards will take 3rd, 252.85. Nina Lane will finish in a 310.60. So it doesn't get any closer than that, folks. 1/100th of a second. But it was Ava Bradshaw taking it, 247.45. Savannah Lombardi, 247.46. I know. Dave Kaiser mentions we for Valentine's Day, we did a lot of Valentine's Day candy talk. We had our power rankings. Let me get you these. Lena Simonson, Heat 3, Sophia Simus in lane 1 from Crimson, Maggie Holland from Gators in 2. Maggie Mahoney from Gators in 3, Angela Parasolt from Gators in 4, Jean Wang Gao in Gators in lane 5. So all Gators except Simus, she's Crimson and in lane 1. Mahoney out in front here, early on in lane 3. Easter coming up right around the corner. I mean, this is an easy one for me. If we're talking about favorite Easter candy, for me, it's got to be Brax jelly beans. I like Jelly Bellies, but it's got to be Brax. My family will attest that a bag of those can disappear very quickly. We're not talking days, folks. Hours. Gone. Second place, Cadbury Mini Eggs. And that's it. You can You can take all your Peeps that you want. I don't want anything to do with Peeps. I think they should be banished from the marketplace. But my wife and kids like them. Mahoney in the lead here. Parasol second. Maggie Holland third. So Gators 1, 2, 3 here. But those Brax jelly beans are definitely my favorites. Followed by the Cadbury mini eggs. Once again, another candy that never lasts in the house. So what's your favorite? As we watch Maggie Mahoney continue to be in the lead here. In lane 3, Angela Parasol in lane 4. She's in second. Holland in third. So Gators 1, 2, 3 in that order. Mahoney with about a body length lead on Parasol here. So Mahoney building on that lead here. Parasol making a late push. It looks like it will be Mahoney though. She'll take heat 3 of 3. We'll get you her time. So it will be Mahoney in 2:39.81. Parasol in 2:41.70. Third place will go to Maggie Holland in lane 2. She's at 2:50.34, but Maggie Mahoney 2:39.81 will be your winner here in heat 3. So what did I miss for candy there, folks, right? I mean, it's jelly beans, Cadbury mini eggs, and everything else. I guess you could say third place would be the regular Cadbury eggs, but those things are, I don't know, they're good, but they're filling. Like I feel like I need to go run 10 miles after I eat one of those. And I don't really eat those. Those aren't my favorites. 120 people on the live stream. So we're going to move into event 47, boys 13 and over 200 breaststroke. Oh, candy corn? So Dave Kaiser on the live stream doing the top 10. I would presume it to be Easter candies here. Candy corn, first of all, I don't look at candy corn as an Easter candy. Number 2, I look at that more of like a fall type of thing. Maybe it's the colors, but not a big candy corn fan either. So what's your favorite? If you're out there on the live stream, let's have a little bit of fun with candy. Everybody loves candy. I gave you my favorites. What's yours? Ryan Kornacki from Crimson in lane 2 here. Matthew Wang from Gators in 3. And GK Lang from Crimson in lane 4. So 3 swimmers here, heat 1 of 2. 200 breaststroke. This should be a good one between Wang and Lang. Sweet Tarts making, so the candy corn, Mr. Kaiser tells me at 10, I disagree with, don't like it. Chocolate covered almonds I can get down with any day. I think you put chocolate on anything, it makes it 100 times better, especially any nut out there. So definitely the chocolate covered nuts. We all know how I feel about Peeps. The mini robin eggs, especially the Whopper variety, the malted milk type of variety, perfect, love it. I overlooked them in my initial assessment here. Hershey chocolate bar, yup, love those. Starburst jelly beans. So again, here's the thing, you can't go wrong with jelly beans in my eyes. I just prefer Brock's. If you hand me a bag of Starburst jelly beans, of course I'm gonna eat them. But I just prefer the Brocs. I love Jelly Bellies as well. So Matthew Wang has built a pretty big lead here. He's in lane 3. So Wang came in with the top time, 2:13.96. GK Lang in lane 4. He came in with your second fastest time, 2:17.42. Kornak, he came in with a 2:42.24. But right now, it's all Matthew Wang here in lane 3. So he'll cruise to victory, set himself up nicely for the finals tonight. We'll get you his time in a second here. So Wang finishes in a 2:21.37. GK Lang will touch in a 2:30.90. And Ryan Kornacki will touch in a 2:40.06. So Matthew Wang, your winner, he won 2:21.37. So Cadbury mini eggs, I agree with that. Milk chocolate bunny. You know, we did forget the Reese's peanut butter eggs. That's a good call. I know my wife would be disappointed if we forgot them. Throw anything Reese's in front of Jennifer or Brew, and it's gone. Anything with peanut butter. All right, Joseph Eady. We get your point there. We don't we'd like to keep this chat extremely clean here. So he 2, Owen Bradner in lane 2, Max LaRoche in 3, Damian Figet Kosarev in 4, William Quee in lane 5. So all Gators here. Lanes 1 and 6 open. It's Max LaRoche out to the early lead, 29-13. Damian Figet Kosarev a 30-20. So this should be a good battle between two of the top breaststrokers. I'd say in New England here with Max LaRoche and Damian Figet Kosarev. LaRoche putting his foot on the gas right now, though. So LaRoche out in a 102.03. Figet Kosarev out in a 104.60. Bradner 109.72. So those are your top 3 here. LaRoche and Figet Kosarev, though. Out in front here. But it's Max LaRoche really extending his lead here in lane 3. This is going to be set up for quite a battle tonight in our finals. So many good breaststrokers. Matthew Wang, who you just saw, Max LaRoche, Damian Figet Kosarev. So it will be LaRoche here. He came in with the top time, 2:13.32. LaRoche will take first. Figet Kosarev will take second. LaRoche will touch in a 2:13.30. So he's right on his best time, 2/100ths ahead. Figet Kosarev clocking a personal best, 2:16.78 here. Bradner will take third in a 2:29.31. Quee will take fourth, 2:35.03. So some comments here to check up on. peanut M&Ms, yes, I'm a big fan of those. We do have some dentists and oral surgeons in the house here. So Dr. John Kiang, who is the father of Ali and Carolina Kiang. He is a pediatric dentist, does a lot of great work here in Rhode Island. Dr. Fred Hartman, also father of Keith Hartman, oral surgeon. I can attest to Fred's good work. He's been in my mouth doing dental work a few times. So we're always going to have to talk about brushing our teeth. Jenny Edie, I am laughing at your comment. Yup, I take all of that good parenting back, Jenny. You're on the bad list now, Jenny. This is the girls 13 and over 100 backstroke. There'll be 7 heats of this. Kyla Welshman from Crimson in 1, Langland Courageham from Gators in 2, Michaela Rutledge from Gators in 3, Nina Lane from Gators in 4, Sophia Simus from Crimson in lane 5. So top time coming in belongs to Michaela Rutledge. She's in lane 3. So we've moved over to the 100 backstroke portion of the program here. We have a DQ. I see an official's hand raised. So Rutledge out in a 38.13, Lane out in a 38.20, Courageham out in a 39.60. So Yvonne, yes, those, I think any Easter candy at some point becomes a primary food group. So Rutledge and Lane battling here for first. It looks like it's going to be Nina Lane pulling ahead, 118.28. So Nina Lane will take first, 118.28. Michaela Rutledge, a 120.23. Langland Courageham will finish in a 121.37. So Nina Lane, almost a 2-second drop there, setting herself up good for finals. 125 people still on the live stream here. So again, good showing once again. Appreciate everybody who has come out to join us. Again, if you haven't already, Gator Swim Club Seekonk, figure out how to hit that red subscribe button. Figure out how to hit that thumbs up like. Is as corny as it sounds that we are fishing for subscribers and compliments, it really matters because YouTube allows you to do some different things with streaming based on your subscriber count. And one of the really cool things that we can do in the future is stream from a mobile device. So that's going to really open the door to some pretty interesting camera angles and perspectives that we can give if I can add a mobile device without any cords or wires to the perspective here. So smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, as all these young YouTubers like to say. What's another one of those catchphrases? Like and subscribe. I hear them all the time. My kids are always on YouTube. So moving on to heat 2 of 7 here. Girls 100 back. We'll have a full pool here. We'll get you those lane assignments in a second. So all Gators with the exception of lane number 3, Emily Stokel from Atlantis. So you have Charlotte Kaiser in 1, Ellie Coolidge in 2, Emily Stokel from Atlantis in 3, Abigail Ellison from Gators in 4, and Arushi Pant from Gators in 6. So lane 5 is open here, and Stokel out to the early lead here in lane 3. So she is a 14-year-old swimmer from Atlantis Aquatics. Once again, a warm welcome to them joining us down here today. was talking to one of their coaches yesterday, and she mentioned that the kids were just psyched to travel again. And that's another good point, right? There hasn't been much, if any, traveling over the past year or so, especially from a swim meet perspective. We had a little conversation around Brown University, when that's going to open back up. Anybody's guess. So Emily Stokel will cruise to victory here in heat 2 of 7. Will get you her time. So Stokel will finish in a 1:10.99. Second place will go to, I think we had some soft touches here. I think Ellie Kudich was second and Pant was third. But I think we had a soft touch there. So check Meet Mobile. Any parents of any swimmers here in heat 2, check Meet Mobile for the official times and places. Eat some chocolate, kids. Chill out. That's a good one. So we'll move on to heat 3. Heat 3 of 7 here. Eat some chocolate and chill out. Those are Dave Kaiser's parenting tips. Good tips. So getting back to my Atlantis coaching story, we were talking about traveling, and you know, they're used to coming down and swimming at Brown University. So first time for Atlantis swimming at Pods. Much different than Brown, but Pods has been an unbelievable pool for us over the past year. Quite frankly, we are all lucky that Pods is here and we've been able to use it. So moving on, this is heat 3 of 7, girls 100 back. Jane Dater from Crimson in 1, Madison Rogers from Gators in 2, Amanda Abbott from Gators in 3, Alexandra Nichols from Atlantis in 4, Julia Murray from Atlantis in 5, and Sonia Warwick from Gators in 6. So all 3 teams here represented, Crimson, Atlantis, and Gators. Your Atlantis aquatic swimmers will have their white caps in the pool. They're in lanes 4 and 5. Crimson with their crimson colored caps. Gators with a mix of black caps and yellow caps. It is Julia Murray to the wall first, 34.02, followed by Jane Dater, 34.93, and Alexandra Nichols in a 35.40. So Atlantis with a good showing here, heat 3 of 7. It looks at this point that it's Nichols and Murray battling each other for first here. Nichols has that lead right now. Let's see the wall, and it will be Alexandra Nichols, 1:11.68. Julia Murray will clock a 1:12.03. Third will go to Madison Rogers, 1:12.87. So great swimming all around there. Atlantis taking 1-2 there. Once again, we'll move on to heat 4, another heat with all 3 teams, Crimson, Gators, and Atlantis. Wes says, smash that button. Yes, that's another one of the YouTube lingos. Smash that button. Smash that subscribe button. That's what they say. Bridget, you're never late. Chiming in. The chocolate bunnies, yeah, those are good. You got to eat the ears first. I agree. It's all out of whack if you don't. So heat 4 here, 4 of 7. Margaret Spooler from Atlantis in 1, Sarah Pescott from Gators in 2, Riley Plant from Crimson in 3, Savannah Labardi from Gators in 4, Emma Bell from Gators in 5, and Sylvie Green from Atlantis in lane 6. So Atlantis, I'm sorry for the obstructions in lane 6. It's tough to see, Sylvie, but look at here. It's not tough to see her when she's out in front. Sylvie Green running away with this heat of the back, so she's out in a 30.66, followed by Lombardi at a 33.58 and Pescod at a 33.60. So Sylvie Green from Atlantis in the outside lane here, lane 6. She came in with a 112.77. So it will be Sylvie Green, 106.10. She's your winner here. Lombardi will take second, 108.35. Riley Plant third, 109.79. So Green, Lombardi, Plant, 1, 2, 3 in that order here. That's a wrap on Heat 4. Yes, Heat 4. So we'll move on to heat number 5 here. 5 of 7. Top time in heat number 5 coming up belongs to Addison Abreu, 10012. So we'll have lanes 2 and 6 open here. So 2 lanes will be open. Madison Stearns from Crimson in 1, Addison Abreu from Gators in 2, Paige Meller from Crimson in 3, Sophia Wong from Gators in lane 5. So Stearns in 1, Abreu in 3, Meller in 4, Wong in 5. So it's Abreu out in a 29.48. She's followed by Meller at a 30.73. Stearns a 31.52. So 1, 2, 3 in that order it remains. Abreu, Meller, and Stearns. So it will be Addison Abreu, 101.02. Meller, a 102.32. Stearns, a 104.43. So those are your top 3. So once again, Abreu will take it, 101.02 the time there. That will put a wrap on Heat 5 as we move to Heat 6. So Heat 6 will be our first backstroke swim where we have a qualifying time, our best time under a minute. Ava Wong will come in with a 59.05 here. So she will be in lane 3. Ginger Berry, a 101.01 coming in. Anya Rivera in lane 1, Mila Vuoltinaho in 2, Ava Wong in 3, Ginger Berry in lane 4, Julia Pelchat in 5, Chloe Song in lane 6, all Gators here. So some strong underwaters there from Ava Wong in lane 3. See if you can catch her underwaters here in lane 3 here. She's your leader. very strong underwaters here off the walls. She's being pushed on both sides, though. Mila Vuoltinaho in lane 2, Ginger Berry in 4. So Berry and Vuoltinaho trying to make a push here, but it will be Ava Wong will get you her time. She's a 101.67 here. Ginger Berry will take second, a 103.12. Mila Vuoltinaho will take third, 103.18. So Wong, Berry, Vuoltinaho, 1, 2, 3 in that order here. That's a wrap on heat 6. We'll move on to our final heat of the girls 13 and over 100 back. Heat 7, again, one swimmer coming in under a minute here. Sonia Mlakar, 56.98, her top time. So that's scorching fast here. We'll see how Sonia does. She'll be in lane 3. She's from Gators. All Gators except lane 1, Maggie Taplin from Crimson. It's actually cold in pods right now. I've never said that. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's actually cold in here. All of the two side doors are open. The back door is open. And I am actually cold for the first time ever in pods. So I'm not going to complain about that, though, because usually it's extremely hot in here. Here we go, folks. Heat 7 of 7 girls, 100-yard backstroke. Maggie Taplin from Crimson in 1. Courtney Bogosian from Gators in 2. Sonia Mlakar from Gators in 3. Olivia Klipfeld, Gators 4. Corinne Cartwright from Gators in 5. And Jocelyn Halsey from Gators in lane 6. So again, Taplin, your only Crimson swimmer here. She's in lane 1. I mentioned that Mlakar comes in with a 56.98. She's your leader here in lane 3. So she's out in a 29.79. Bogosian out in a 30.27. Cartwright in a 32.02. So those are your top 3. But it is Mlakar in lane 3. She'll make her final turn here for home. She's followed by Bogosian in 2. So it will be Sonia Mlakar taking heat number 7 here. Let's get a look at her time. She'll go a 1:00.82. So 1:00.82 for Mlakar. Bogosian will go a 1:03.26 for second. Jocelyn Halsey will go 1:06.66 for third. So that's going to set the stage for the finals tonight, folks. Check out Meet Mobile for the girls. 13 and over 100 backstroke finals. We'll move on to the boys. 13 and over 100 backstroke.
Caitlin, you got those two?
So boys are making their way up. There will be 4 heats of boys here. And I think after the backstroke, we'll finish up with the freestyle. Yep, so 50 frees will be after. Always exciting races there. Folks, bear with me. Bear with me. Trying to get, bear with me here. All right, there we go. Sorry. Wanted to get the event up on the screen. Henry Frazier in 1, Cormac Hughes in 2, Zach Dauphin in 3, Isaac Bowden in 4, Evan Weiser in 5, Lucas Leonard in 6. Bowden and Weiser both from Crimson, lanes 4 and 5. The rest of your swimmers are all Gators. It's Zach Dauphin and Isaac Bowden, your leaders here, lanes 3 and 4. So it will be an exciting finish to this race with Bowden and Dauphin. Dauphin came in with the top time here, 108.32. So it will be Isaac Bowden taking it, 105.68. Dauphin will clock a 106.82. Third place, Cormac Hughes, 114.99. So 1, 2, 3, Bowden, Dauphin, Hughes. In that order, Isaac Bowden from Crimson will take heat 1, 100 back. So I had to get the graphic back up on the screen. I forgot about that. My wife gently sending me a virtual text nudge that I did not have that up on the screen. So we'll move on to heat number 2 here, 100 back. Oh. Thank you. All right, heat 2 of 4 here. Jack Eady in lane 1, Nick Havoc in 2, Zach Halsey in 3, Ryan Connors in 4, Jacob Freeman in 5, Luca Brenner in lane 6. All Gators here. Zach Halsey out to an early lead here in lane 3. So Halsey has been swimming extremely fast here this morning. He's going to be followed closely by Kavik and Connors, or I should say Connors and Kavik in that order. So Halsey, Connors, Kavik, 1, 2, 3 here. They've separated themselves from the field. So Zach Halsey will be our Heat 2 winner here. The battle between Connors and Kavik for second. Connors right now about a half a body length lead, so it will be Connors taking second. So Halsey, Connors, Kavik in that order, 1, 2, 3. Halsey goes a 56.07, Connors a 59.69, Nick Kavik a 100.85. So 1, 2, 3, Halsey, Connors, Kavik. Heat 2 of 4, boys 13 and over, 100-yard backstroke. We'll move on to heat number 3 of 4 of the 100 back. All right, so this is heat 3 of 4. All Gators in this race as well. Taj Webby in lane 1, Oliver Cox in 2, Matthew Wang in 3, Patrick Cadogan in 4, Harry Fang in 5, Eddie Cole in lane 6. So Cox, Wang, and Cadogan all coming in sub 1 minute. Wang comes in at a 54.41, and he's out in a 26.62. So Wang, Cadogan, Cox, 1, 2, 3 in that order here. So Wang will cruise to victory here in lane 3. The battle will be for second place. Oliver Cox, Patrick Cadogan will battle for second. Matthew Wang will finish in a 55.46. Second place looks like Oliver Cox. Yes, it is 100.94 for Cox. Cadogan 102.17. So Wang, Cox, Cadogan 1, 2, 3 in that order. Matthew Wang a 55.46 here. And we'll move into heat 4. Fourth and final heat of the boys, 13 and over, 100-yard backstroke. Cruising right along here this morning. So Jeffrey Kong in lane 1, Mateo Smith in 2, Paul Denega in 3, Zach Zabo in 4, Dan Brudney in 5, Keith Hartman in lane 6, Zach Zabo from Crimson, your lone swimmer from Crimson in lane 4, and it is Paul Denega out to the early lead here in lane 3. So Denega, another swimmer who had an outstanding performance yesterday. He had your top time coming into this one, 53.72. So it is Paul Denega here, followed by Mateo Smith in lane 2, Zach Zabo in lane 4. So that will be the order here. Paul Denega will take it out of lane 3, will get you his time. Looks like Smith is going to take it second, but I'm not sure. Here it is. So Denega 54.93, Smith 57.75, Zach Zabo 58.48. So that's a wrap on the 100 back. We'll move into our final event here, the 50 free. All right, we got that graphic changed on the screen. We're ready to go here. 50 free, final event of the morning here in the 13 and over session. We'll have 9 heats on the girls' side, 6 on the boys, so 15 heats of 50 free. They'll all fly by here. This will set us up nicely for the evening finals here in the 13 and over session. So again, check out Meet Mobile. Top 6 make the final. 7 and 8s are alternates. So you have Kyla Welchman from Crimson in lane 2, Sophia Simas from Crimson in lane 3. So 2 and 3 here, 2 lanes. Simas out to the early lead here. It will be Sophia Simas. She'll take heat number 1 here. 30:31 her time. So Simas a 30:31 will get you Welchman's time in a second here. or we won't. So Welshman had a soft touch at the wall. She was around a 50, says 57. It wasn't a 57, probably closer to a 54, 55 there. So that's a wrap on Heat 1. We'll move into Heat 2 here. Girls 13 and over 50 freestyle. Heat 2 of 9.
Go, ladies.
We will get you those lane assignments in a second here. I can tell you Atlantis Aquatics will be in lanes 1 and 2, the rest of the pool Gators. Gabby Costello in lane 1, Emily Stokel in 2. They're both from Atlantis. Arushi Pant in 3, Lily Jonkis in 4, Charlotte Kaiser in lane 5, all from Gators lanes 3, 4, 5. Once again, 50 free here, Heat 2 of 9. It's Pant in lane 3 here. She's being pushed by Jonkis in lane 4. So it'll be Pant or Jonkis. It looks like it's Pant.
Nice job, Lily.
Arushi Pant will take it, 29.03. Lily Jonkis second, 29.30. Emily Stokel will take third, 30.25. So lightning warfare here with the 50s. They go fast. We're already on heat number 3. So heat number 3 here will be all Gators in the pool. We'll have an open lane, lane 2. Yep, lane 2 is open. So all Gators here, Langland Kurjam in 1, Amanda Abbott in 3, Michaela Rutledge in 4, Sonia Warwick in 5, Abigail Ellison in lane 6. So it looks like our win is going to come from lane 1 here. I think this is the first lane 1 winner we've had this morning. Langland Kurjam, 30.45. Michaela Rutledge will take second in a 30.96. Abigail Ellison taking third, 31.27. So Langland Kurjam in lane 1, 30.45 for the Heat 3 victory here. So we'll move on to Heat 4. Heat 4 of 9. Ellie Kudich from Gators in 1. Katie Rocha from Atlantis in 2. Emma Bell from Gators in 3. Sylvie Green from Atlantis in 4. Wayla Van Ostren from Crimson in 5. Jean Wangal from Gators in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Emma Bell, 28.95. Bell's in lane 3. Tightly grouped bunch of swimmers here, but it looks like it will be Sylvie Green. Green will take it. Lane 4, 28.34 for Sylvie. Ellie Kudich, 29.10 in second. Emma Bell third, 29.20. So I believe Sylvie Green was your 100 backstroke heat winner. She was out of lane 6. She is now your 50 freestyle winner out of lane 4 in heat 4. So Sylvie Green, your winner here, 28.34 from Atlantis. Move on to heat number 5. Ava Bradshaw from Crimson in 1. Bella Newbern from Gators in 2. Victoria Zhang from Gators in 3. Angela Parasol from Gators in 4. And in lanes 5 and 6 from Atlantis, Olivia Levitsky and Margaret Spooler. Zhang came in with the top time, 28:03. She's in lane 3. She will exit this heat with the top time. So it will be Victoria Zhang, 27:92. Parasol to a 28:38. Bella Newbern, a 28:89. So Zhang, Parasol, Newbern, 1, 2, 3 in that order. That's heat number 5.
No, I still like it.
Moving on to heat number 6 of 9 here. Still holding tight at 130 viewers. Love it. Love the support that all of these swimmers get. So heat 6 of 9 coming up here. Anya Revere from Gators in 1. Julia Murray from Atlantis in 2. Emma Richards from Gators in 3. Riley Plant from Crimson in 4. Madison Rogers from Gators in 5. And Charlotte Friedman from Gators in 6. Top time coming in belongs to Emma Richards, 27:32. She's in lane 3. Looks like Rogers in lane 5 in the lead here, so some solid sprinting from Madison Rogers, and it will be Madison Rogers, a 27 flat. She'll take heat number 6. Emma Richards, 27:86 is good for second. Charlotte Friedman, 27:99, good for third. So Madison Rogers takes first, 27 flat here, heat 6 of 9. We'll move on to heat number 7. Maggie Holland from Gators in 1. Grace Nardozzi from Crimson in 2. Addison Abreu, Gators 3. Maggie Taplin, Crimson 4. Madison Stearns, Crimson 5. Jane Dater, Crimson 6. Top time coming in belongs to Addison Abreu, 25:66. She's in lane 3. So it will be Abreu, 25:79, taking first. Taplin will take second, 26:46. Holland third, 26:67. So Abreu, Taplin, Holland, 1, 2, 3 in that order, though. Abreu, 25:79, your winner of heat number 7. We'll move on to heat number 8. These 50 frees are flying by. Still holding at 130 viewers. I cannot begin to thank you all. Appreciate all of the viewership. Chloe Song in lane 1. Eve Piazza from Crimson in 2. Meredith Teague. Nope. Lane 3 is empty. Corinne Cartwright in lane 4. From Gators, Avery Brown from Gators in 5. Vivian Wienert from Gators in 6. So Eve Piazza from Crimson is in lane 2. The rest are Gators. and lane 3 is open. Tight grouping here. Looks like it's Cartwright. It will be Cartwright taking it, 27-15 for Cartwright. Avery Brown will take second, 27-21. Chloe Song will take third in a 27-41. So Cartwright, Brown, Song in that order. Corinne Cartwright, 27-15 there. Final heat of the girls here. Heat 9 of 9 should be a fast one. 3 times coming in under 26. Ava Wong, 25-86. Claire Carroll, 25-75. Julia Pelchat, top time coming in here, 25-12. So Pelchat, at some point, looking to break that 25-second barrier. Might be here, maybe tonight. Mila Vuoltinaho in lane 1, Ava Wong in 2, Julia Pelchat in 3, Claire Carroll in 4, Jocelyn Halsey in 5, Sophia Wong in lane 6 again, Julia Pelchat, top time coming in 25-12. Claire Carroll, your crimson swimmer here in lane number 4. So it will be Carroll, 25-80. Claire Carroll, 25-8. Julia Pelchat, 26-06. Joss Halsey, 26-6-7. So Carroll, Pelchat, Halsey, 1, 2, 3 in that order. So check Meet Mobile, folks, for those finals for tonight. Once again, top 6 will make finals. 7 and 8s will be alternates. We'll move on to our final 6 heats of the morning 13 and over session. Again, it's 50 free. So 6 heats for the boys coming up. Coach Brian giving an enthusiastic chant for Cormac here. Cormac Hughes will be in lane 2. Lucas Leonard in 1, Cormac Hughes in 2, Evan Weiser in 3, Brody Faze in lane 4. So 4 swimmers here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Gators swimmers Leonard and Hughes in 1 and 2. Crimson swimmers Weiser and Faze in lane 3 and 4. So it's Faze out in front. So that would be Brody. I got to get a correct pronunciation of Brody's name. I've been saying either Fahies or Faze. Someone correct me here. Brody with a 27-36, Leonard a 28-41, Cormac Hughes a 29-12. Those are your top 3. I gotta ask Brody when he comes by, where is Brody? I think that's Brody. All right, I was saying it right. Faze. Brody Faze, your winner. 27-36 the time there for Brody. We'll move on to Heat 2. Ara Parsegian in 1, Zach Dauphin in 2, Christian Pereira in 3, Cole Snyder in 4, Patrick Cadogan in 5, Henry Frazier in lane 6, Christian Pereira in lane 3, your lone crimson swimmer here. The rest are Gators. So it's Parsegian and Cadogan, and it will be Cadogan, Patrick Cadogan, 26-19. Parsegian will touch in a 26-5-5. Cole Snyder at 27-18. So those are your top 3. Cadogan, Parsegian, and Snyder. 1, 2, 3 in that order. We're moving right along here. Heat 3 of 6 coming up. So heat 3 of 6 coming up here. Once again, it is cold inside pods. Words I never thought I would utter. So if I'm cold, these swimmers must be cold. Ryan Kornacki in 1. Lane 2 is open. Jacob Freeman in 3. Isaac Bowden in 4. Keith Hartman in 5. Luca Brenner in lane 6. Crimson swimmers Kornacki and Bowden in lanes 1 and 4 respectively. So it looks like it will be Jacob Freeman here in lane 3. It is Jacob Freeman, 25.5, taking first. Isaac Bowden will take second, 26.08. Keith Hartman taking third, 26.16. So Freeman, Bowden, Hartman, 1, 2, 3 in that order. That's heat number 3. Moving right along to heat number 4. Taj Webby in lane 1, Eddie Cole in 2, Zach Zabo in 3, Max LaRoche in 4, Ben Connors in 5, William Quee in lane 6. So Zach Zabo, your lone Crimson swimmer, he comes in with the top time, 23.25. Zabo being pushed right now by LaRoche on his right, Cole on his left. Looks like it's LaRoche here. Will go to the wall. It is Max LaRoche, 23.68. Zach Zabo, 23.93. Eddie Cole, 24.43. So LaRoche, Zabo, Cole, 1, 2, 3 in that order. And that's heat 4 of 6. So moving on to heat 5 of 6 here. In the 50 free. Nick Havoc in lane 1, Andrew Ng in 2, Garrett Jones in 3, Oliver Cox in 4, Dan Brudney in 5. This is heat 5 of 6 here. Garrett Jones comes in with your best time, 22.54. He's in lane 3, and he will be your winner here. So Garrett Jones comes in with the best time. He'll leave with the best time. 23.11 for Jones, taking first. Andrew Ng will take second, 24.17. Nick Havoc third, 24.45. So moving into our last heat of the 13 and over session this morning here, folks. Heat 6 of 6. We've come a long way. And we will move on to our final heat of the 13 and over session here. We'll get you those lane assignments. Not a lot of time to talk during these 50 frees. So this gives me an opportunity to forego the team names because Crimson is only in lane 1. So GK Lang is your lone Crimson swimmer in lane 1. Rest of your swimmers will come from Gators. GK Lang in 1, Alex Lopes in 2, Zach Halsey in 3, Paul Denega in lane 4, Harry Fang in lane 5, Owen He in lane 6. This is heat 6 of 6. Final heat of the morning, 13 and over session. It is Zach Halsey out to the lead here in lane 3, so it will be Halsey taking first. Second looks like Denega. So Halsey, Denega, Lopes, 1, 2, 3. Halsey win a 22.47, Denega a 23.29, Lopes a 23.90. So that's a wrap on the morning session, folks. Check Meet Mobile for your top 6 finals for tonight. Again, your top 6 are the finalists. They'll come back tonight. 7 and 8 will be alternates. Again, had over 130 people on the stream this morning, so appreciated everybody taking the time, enjoyed the candy talk here, and we hope you enjoyed the session, and we hope you are back with us for the finals later this afternoon around 4:30. So with that, Jeremy Bruce signing off